Hey, what's up? It's Madeline Paquette. I am a sommelier and co-founder of WineFolly.com, where we learn by drinking. If you've been enjoying learning about wine in these videos and want to learn more and to dive more into it, I highly recommend downloading a copy of the Wine 101 guide. We offer it for free. All you've got to do is subscribe, winefolly.com/subscribe. Yes, you will get on our newsletter, but there are tons of great articles, tips, and tricks that you will love to learn about wine, so check it out. Let's move on to the wine of the day. Syrah, aka Shiraz. This grape variety comes originally from France, and there's a little bit of a mystery around the origins of this grape because there's maybe several extinct parents that no longer exist, but we think maybe it's related to Pinot. And then it's also related to Teroldego. If you know what Teroldego is, A, you're Northern Italian, or B, you're awesome. And then it's also related to Viognier. And you'll often find Syrah planted with Viognier close by. They love to grow in the same climate. And get this, they're even fermented together. 95% Syrah with like 5% Viognier. Tastes great, improves aromatics, and it makes the color darker and more opaque. That sounds crazy, I know. Co-pigmentation, look it up. Okay, so this grape variety, it's loved because it has boisterous, bold, really intense fruit flavors, really big, bold, bodacious wine, but is also very sensitive to the terroir in which it grows. So you'll find a diverse range of styles in this grape variety when you go out and go taste it. I have two wines here with me today. I wanted to feature nothing from France, one being from Australia, and then the other one is from an up-and-coming region in Washington State. A small amount of production compared to California, but the wines are exceptionally high quality, generally speaking, and everyone is very, very excited and freaking out about Syrah. Wine number one, let's pick on Washington State. Wine number one is a deep purple color. Very interesting right away. I'm looking at the rim of the glass and it's a little bit bluish. That bluish tinge might indicate a lower acidity wine or higher pH wine. Just like hydrangeas become more pink in an acidic soil and become more blue in a basic soil, the anthocyanin in the grape varieties can express itself in a similar way, and it's very obvious in Syrah. On the side of the glass, the legs, lots of legs are forming. They're pooling up and pouring down into the wine, so we can assume this is a higher alcohol wine. Let's give it a sniff. Woo! Huge flavors coming out of the glass. Smells like blueberries, like mushy, crushed blueberries, and black raspberries, and Hawaiian punch. I don't get a lot of sort of baking spices, sweet tobacco, that kind of flavor, so I don't think there's a lot of oak. Let's give it a taste. On the palate, I get that initial explosion, that bouquet of sort of more tart fruit flavors, raspberries and blueberries, but more green in their style. Then towards the middle of the palate, I feel the slight note of tannin. It's very subtle. And on the finish, I do feel that little bit of alcohol. On the finish, I do get this sort of funny tin can flavor. Too bad. Owen Rowe, honestly, is an amazing producer, and this is one of their introductory bottlings. Wine number two. Let's take a look at that color. We're getting more of that red hue on the edge of the rim of the glass, and it's definitely opaque. I can't see through it. On the side of the glass, oh, here we go. Here they are. Whoa! 17% alcohol. You have to pay a higher tax bracket if you're anything over, I think, 15.5 or 16% ABV. So this wine is a doozy. All right, let's give it a sniff. Okay, so fruit flavors are a lot more baked and roasted in their style. It smells like blackberry pie, like with the tart and the crust and everything. More figs. There's this subtle sort of peppery note, almost more like white pepper, so almost meaty in its style. I do get some subtle notes of maybe vanilla and sort of sweet tobacco, so it smells to me more like there might be some oak influence on this wine. Let's give it a taste. On the palate, introduction of fruit, more red, plus a little bit of those blackberries, but I do get some red fruit flavors right up front, more in that black cherry realm, leads into really soft, really fine tannins on the mid palate. And then I get this burn of alcohol that just fills my palate. Not in a bad way though. It has a finish of like sweet tobacco and cedar and that kind of a thing. And it's just like clinging onto my palate, like all the way from back to front. Very saucy, very rich, very intense, bold wine. Might even have some residual sugar because it tastes so sweet. Not sweet, but like, sweet. Is that a technical description, do you think? Okay, so that's this wine. Interesting story. They popped out of the marketplace in 2005. Molly Duker, Syrah and Sparky then got a divorce, and Syrah took over. So this wine is a child of divorce. Blue-eyed boy. I gotta say, I turned out all right, and I think this one turned out all right too. So there you go, Syrah wine. Definitely for you bold fruit lovers and intensity, look for the New World styles. If you want something a little more elegant and black peppery, go for the Old World. So that's my story for you guys, and until next time, keep tasting and be curious.